Hello and welcome. I am Viorica Kondrat and I would like to share a few tips with you that might help you succeed in your baccalaureate exam. I'd like us to focus on task number 3 in this video. Here you are asked to write a 70-80 word coherent text responding to a certain situation. Now, in order to get a better understanding of how to actually apply the steps I'm going to share with you, let's take a concrete example. So let's imagine that this is the situation we have to respond to during the baccalaureate exam. Who is your favorite American or British personality? What is he or she famous for? Present one argument to support your point of view. So before we start, I'd like us to revise vocabulary a little bit. Why am I insisting on this? Usually, the most commonly encountered answers are the person is famous or the person is important. But there are other adjectives that can characterize that personality even better. For example, the person can be encouraging, remarkable, outstanding, inspiring, influential, powerful, prominent, distinguished, significant, extraordinary, renowned, well-known. Similarly, most probably we will have to describe the role that person has. Again, apart from important, that are other words that can describe the role. For example, the person can have a key role in something, or the role can be leading, crucial, outstanding, central, pivotal, major, essential, vital, defining, significant, determining, extraordinary, decisive. Now let's see what the steps we should take are. The first thing to do is to mind map. What does this imply? So first decide whom you are going to describe. So choose that personality and then think why that personality is important. What kind of words would you use to describe that person, and what kind of words would you use to speak on the role of that person? And then think what you want to say, right? And finally, how to organize your ideas. After you have mind mapped, write the draft. Once you've done this, revise. So at this stage, make sure that your text is coherent. What do they mean by coherent? Does your text make sense? The ideas in your text logically connected? So is there a logical transition between one sentence to another? If the answer is yes, then go to the next step. Here you have to add it. What does it mean? You read the text once again. This time you pay attention to grammar, punctuation. Also make sure that all the letters that are capitalized in English have been capitalized by you as well. And if you are satisfied with the result, with what you've got, you just go on working and you focus on the next task. So let's do a bit of practice, but before just showing you the example, let's do a bit of a guessing game and guess who the personality is. So definitely a famous figure. Any ideas? An influential figure, an American. I think you know who the person is. A powerful figure. And if I say a politician, definitely you know that I mean Barack Obama. Now, I have here an example. Let's read it and decide whether or not this is a good example. In America lives a lot of famous people. My favorite one is Barack Obama. He received in 2009 Nobel Prize for his efforts to strengthen cooperation between people. That is why I like Obama and he is my favorite famous American person. So what do you think? I'm pretty sure you would agree with me that this is a bad example, not something we would be satisfied with. First of all, the first sentence should be deleted altogether. It is a very general sentence. It doesn't say anything concretely, and it is not informative in any way. We need to be focused and specific. And then the next sentence should be rewritten, right? Because it would not make sense if left like this. The third sentence is long, but again, there is at least one grammar mistake here, and it's not quite clear how the transition from the previous sentence to this one happens. But let's assume if revised, edited, it can be accepted. But when we get to the last sentence, then again, it's not appropriate and it doesn't say anything new. The person already mentioned that Barack Obama is their favorite person. So what they do in the last sentence, they are basically repeating what has been said in the second sentence. And this is not a good example. So let's see what we can do. So the first thing to do is to mind map. And at this stage, I think about what I know about Barack Obama. So he's the 44th president of the United States of America from 2009 to 2017. He received the Nobel Peace Prize in 2009. He had the aim of strengthening democracy and human rights. He dreamt of a world free of nuclear weapons, and he looked at ways of solving conflicts through dialogue and negotiations. I also make another recommendation, right? While getting ready for your exam, try to find out more information about these, about people or places of interest. It depends, right? But also try to find what the people say. For example, I have come across this statement by Barack Obama, and I think it is very important because it helps me get a better understanding of his personality. He says, we can acknowledge that oppression will always be with us and still strive for justice. We can admit the intractability of deprivation and still strive for dignity. Clear-eyed, we can understand that there will be war and still strive for peace. Why do I say that this quote helps me get a better understanding of his personality? I can see that Barack Obama is a pragmatic person, a sensible person. He's very realistic. He understands that there are wars, and most probably they will continue to be, but that doesn't mean that we should stop looking for solutions just that will make peace. Now, let's see this example. Barack Obama, the 44th president of the United States, is my favorite personality. He is well known for his significant contribution to promoting the international spread of democracy and human rights. I particularly like his sensible approach to conflict resolution. He strongly believes that a conflict can be solved through dialogue and negotiations. Similarly, he supports the reduction of nuclear weapons. That is why he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2009. Now, what do you think of this example? I think this is a good example. I'd like to draw your attention to the first sentence, right? When we use the this is called parenthesis, right? We added the role of this person between brackets. Then pay attention how Barack Obama is described, right, as a well-known figure, and his role is significant. And this idea is developed later on, and we see that one argument, right, I particularly like his sensible approach to conflict resolution. It is sensible because, remember, we said he is realistic about how things work in the world. But we also mentioned that we mentioned his core belief that conflict can be solved through dialogue and negotiations. And they want to add to this statement. So I say similarly, I can say in addition, he supports the reduction of nuclear weapons. And by using that is why I explain why he received the Nobel Peace Prize in 2009. So what do you say if we try to describe another personality? Again, let's do the guessing game. So this is a remarkable figure, a renowned figure. Any ideas? British. What about now? An inspiring figure. And if I say an author, you most probably guessed that this is J.K. Rowling. So now I'm going to mind map. So what do I remember? She's the author of Harry Potter. This thing, rags to riches, this idiom, tells me that she was poor at the beginning, but as she worked hard, she became rich, she became successful, and now she is said to be richer than the queen. Robert Galbraith, this is her pseudonym. She writes crime fictions right now, and under the pseudonym Robert Galbraith. And she's a philanthropist, that is, she helps people a lot. So now I have to choose out of each what I will include, right? And also I try to remember what she said, and I think these quotes, these two quotes will help me get a better understanding of her personality. We do not need magic to transform our world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. You sort of start thinking anything's possible if you've got enough nerve. Okay, so now taking into account all this, I write the first draft, then I revise it, and this is what I've got. J.K. Rowling, the renowned author of Harry Potter series, is my favorite British personality. She's an extremely inspiring figure whose entire life is a proof that one can achieve success if they work hard to realize their dreams. She was poor before she became famous, and now she is richer than the queen. However, her success did not make her forget about those in need. She makes numerous charitable contributions to help and encourage people to believe in themselves. What do you think? Not bad. But at the editing stage, I noticed that there are 82 words, and the task says, the instruction in the task says 70, 80 words. So it means that I need to revise and exclude something and maybe rewrite. I would suggest focusing on the first two sentences. Maybe we can do something here. Maybe we can delete something. Let's see this example. J.K. Rowling, the renowned British author of Harry Potter series, is an extremely inspiring figure for me. Her entire life is a proof that one can achieve success if they work hard to realize their dreams. She was poor before she became famous, and now she is richer than the queen. However, her success did not make her forget about those in need. She makes numerous charitable contributions to help and encourage people to believe in themselves. Yeah, I think this is not bad. There are 79 words, right? And I've made some changes in the first and second sentences. And I think that the text is even better now because previously I was maybe repeating myself in a certain way. So I'd like to encourage you to keep practicing and following these steps while getting ready for your baccalaureate exam. At your examination, you would be fully prepared, and this awareness that you know what steps to take while giving your answer will help you relax a little bit. So keep up the good work and good luck.